Hi, I'm Matt Shadetek. I'm a producer, DJ, and instructor at Dubspot here in New York City. Welcome to part 2 of our Dubstep Wobble bass tutorial in the ES2 in Logic. In this video, we're going to talk about how to go deeper into the modulation matrix. In the first video, we set up our basic sound, and now we're going to show you how to create some variations on that sound. Things like modulating the pitch, using the envelopes, and how to create a little bit more variation and dynamism in that sound. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take you into the track itself and show you some of the additional modulations that we did on the synth sound to get what we heard. So we'll look at first the main wobble after the drop. So it's doing a slower LFO pattern, and that's because LFO2 right now is set to half notes. Now, as you'll see as we move into the next 8-bar section, we're going to have a faster speed. So what I just did there was recording automation of moving this fader, the rate of the LFO, from 1.2 to 1.8. And here we go again. Same thing, just moving from 1.8 to now 1.16D, 1/16th note dotted. And you may have noticed as we transitioned from 17 to 25 into 25 to 33, we've got that kind of diving effect. The bass goes down in pitch, and that's achieved here in the modulation matrix using this part right here. And what I've done is I've assigned pitch 1, 2, and 3, so all the pitches for the 3 oscillators, to envelope 2, which is here. And what I'm doing is I'm just automating, pulling down the amount slider to -1.0 to bring that effect into play. So if it's here in the middle, it's not doing anything. If it's down here, it's adding it as a negative value. And if it's up here, it's adding it as a positive value. All right, so let's take a look at the other synth part. So what we've got is this first sound. And then we've got the first modulation, which sounds like this. And the third modulation, which sounds like this. And so as you can see, as I'm clicking to each section in the track, we're getting some changes happening down here. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just setting the sound the way I want it to be with the effect full up and then bypassing it. And then I'm just recording some automation, turning on and off the bypass buttons here to add the effect when I want it. I could also do this by automating the amount slider as we did with the first sound. Now, so the first variation that we have is this. And so what we've got is the target is pitch 1. So this oscillator, the pitch of this oscillator, and the source is LFO1, the unsynced LFO down here. And I'm adding that as a positive amount. Now for the next section, the target is pitch 2, and that's the pitch of the frequency modulating oscillator. And what I'm doing is I'm modulating that using envelope 1. So the source is envelope 1, and that's this envelope here. And basically I'm using some decay on that envelope. Now if I was using this as a positive value, it would sound like this. But by adding it as a negative value, I can get a sort of inverse or opposite effect. So where it should have been pitching down, it's now pitching up. And so these are just some of the modulations that you can do using this modulation matrix in the ES2. If you take a look at this menu, you'll see basically all the parameters up here that you can tweak can be modulated using the modulation sources down here, the 2 LFOs and the 3 envelopes. And you can create some really interesting sounds. So I'm going to stop here, but I really recommend that you just go through and try out a couple of these. And if you'd like to learn more about Dubspot, our school in New York City, you can check out dubspot.com. For more about me, Matt Shadetek, you can check me out on Twitter, twitter.com Matt Shadetek, or you can go to the website for my crew and label, Dutty Artz, which is duttyartz.com. If you'd like to get a copy of the project file that I've been working on here, the Logic project file with the sounds in it, you can sign up for the Dubspot mailing list at the link below, and we'll email a link to that to you. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope this was helpful.